on this incredible Monday evening. So, this is a true statement. And of course, you're muted, so I can't hear your feedback on it. But the healthiest people in the world live in America.
A lot of people don't understand that when you're chronically ill, that you can push through things sometimes, but you can't push through things all the time. Like, I'm not able to work like a typical in-person job, and a lot of people are like, well, you went to the gym the other day, like, why can't you work? Or you pushed through it the other day, why can't you push through it now? And that's exactly the thing. I don't get to
on my way
choose
home
what
and
days
my blood
I
sugar's
can
low
push through.
now.
I don't get to choose when I have good days. And the thing is, if you work full time, you have to be able to push through
What other conditions there
24/7,
where
which
you
is
have
not.
Aren't we so healthy? It's sad. It really is sad. The richest country in the world is the sickest. What in the world is going on? So I want to go through some stats with you because this is like we really have something that can impact people in a big way. And and when you think about it and you look at these stats, it's absolutely amazing. And the thing is that the people that you know other people, and you don't know who really is looking for something that might help them, something that's natural, something that's easy to take, something that really works. But heart disease, 21% of all US deaths um, are from heart disease, 695,000 deaths a year. It's 48% of US adults have some form of cardiovascular disease. Nearly 1 in 2 adults is living with heart or vascular disease. So I go and get tested every year. Um, Lifeline, they come through town and I get tested every year. But um, yeah, so and it's silent. You don't know it, but and it happens. I mean, I today I went through and looked at heart disease, and there were so many young people that have heart disease. It was unbelievable. Cancer, all types combined, 19% of all US deaths, 610,000 deaths per year. 40% of Americans will be diagnosed with cancer at some point of their lifetime. It's not good. It shouldn't be acceptable. Cancer touches almost every family in America. And I could start crying right now because Eric's on here right now. It's terrible. What are we doing about it? We have something that can really help people. And so this is this is huge, guys. This is huge. We need to really work at getting it out to people. Chronic lower respiratory disease, COPD, emphysema, chronic bronchitis, 5% of all US deaths, 150,000 deaths per year, and 67% of adults diagnosed, millions more undiagnosed. Yeah, I mean, how many people don't even know? My dad worked in a glass factory. He was breathing in smoke from asbestos because they use asbestos on all the paddles and everything to handle the molten glass. And he was breathing that in his whole life. Well, for 26 years that he worked there. And later in life, when he got older, he couldn't breathe. Like his lungs were so porous, they couldn't suck or they couldn't suck air. They couldn't function. So for the last 10 years of his life, he had to drag around a hose so he could breathe. Um, it's not good. It's not good. Um, yeah, 150,000 deaths per year, 67% of adults diagnosed, millions more undiagnosed. Respiratory disease quietly affects tens of millions. Stroke, um, cerebrovascular disease, 5% of all US deaths, 165,000 deaths a year. 3% of US adults have had a stroke, leading cause of long-term disability. Stroke doesn't just kill, it disables. So that's one of the things when I went online to look for stories and testimonials. I put in hashtag stroke, and there were more young people than older people. What's that about? It's insane. Alzheimer's. 4% of all US deaths, 120,000 deaths per year, 6.7 million Americans currently living with Alzheimer's, expected to double in 2050. Why do they expect it to double? Why? That's not acceptable either. Alzheimer's is the fastest growing killer of older adults. These six chronic conditions account for 50 to 60 of all US deaths, and most are driven by inflammation, oxidative stress, and metabolic dysfunction. And when we look at the studies on what we have and what we have to share with people, every single one of those studies, I mean every single one of the ingredients in our product impacts that, impacts those, all of them. So just in the last couple decades, scientists have uncovered some incredible phytochemicals, and here they are: oleocanthal, oleuropein, hydroxytyrosol, and verbascoside. Research links the Mediterranean Blue Zone botanicals to thousands of studies. And if you do search this in Google Scholar, you could get as much as 100,000 studies just based on um, these phytochemicals. They're called polyphenols. Now, let's go through each one and what the science has uncovered. And this science on these polyphenols, it's only 20 years old. So, and all of these are a part of our product. So, oleocanthal, key benefits, known for its natural anti-inflammatory activity similar to ibuprofen. Supports joint comfort and healthy inflammation response, supports brain health, and may help protect cognitive function. Supports cardiovascular health by helping protect blood vessels, contributes to overall cellular protection and long-term wellness. Another one of the polyphenols that we have is oleuropein. It supports antioxidant protection and healthy cellular function, supports heart health and healthy blood pressure levels, supports immune health and overall wellness, helps maintain healthy inflammation balance, supports metabolic and cardiovascular health. Look, you see those three killers mentioned on almost all these slides. Here's verbascoside, another phytonutrient that we have. Supports antioxidant protection and cellular defense, helps maintain a healthy inflammatory response, supports brain and cognitive health, supports skin health and protection from oxidative stress, supports overall immune and cardiovascular wellness. And then we have hydroxytyrosol. It's another polyphenol in our product. It helps prevent cells and oxidative stress and supports healthy aging, supports heart health by protecting LDL cholesterol and oxidation, promotes brain and cognitive health, supporting memory and clarity, helps balance inflammation, supporting joints and muscular recovery, supports skin and immune health by defending against oxidative damage. So, when you go to Google Scholar and you type in these phytochemicals that we have in our product, you're going to see studies. In this case, oleocanthal, key health benefits, 2,690 studies. Oleuropein, 10,800 studies. Verbascoside, 3,360 studies. Hydroxytyrosol, 12,400 studies. And you can put this in any search engine. You can also put it into AI. If you go to chatgpt.com and you put it in there, each one of these polyphenols, you won't believe the information it's going to give you. And it's not like this. Like this, you have to go through pages and pages and pages of these links. And when you click on the link, you've got hundreds of pages to look at. When you use AI, it breaks it down and summarizes everything for you. So it's just right there. So welcome to OLIABO. Here's a little secret very few people know, and that in the Mediterranean, there are four blue zones. There's one new one that they're going to be announcing, and four blue zones. There's two in Italy and two in Greece. And this is where they consume the bulk of the olive oil that's produced in the world. The Italians consume 14 liters, and the Greeks consume 20 liters. And we had Gordon's cousin, Katia, on a Zoom, and she said she buys a liter every week. Now, the average American consumes 1 liter of crappy olive oil a year. What does that mean, crappy? Crappy means that it's overpressed and stepped on. It's been adulterated with all kinds of other oils, canola oils, and other oils. And if you crack the lid open on the extra virgin olive oil that you have in your kitchen, it smells rancid. So, uh, this is where all of these polyphenols come from. It comes from the first press of the olive oil. And this could be a big reason why there are four blue zones in the Mediterranean. So here is the problem. So okay, so in the first press of the olive, you get all these polyphenols, right? Okay. Well, there's only so much of the first press to go around. I mean, it's not like, Gordon, uh, our founder, had this idea of getting these phytochemicals to the whole world. Well, how are you going to do that? Are you going to have everybody drink 20 liters of olive oil a year? And this olive oil is strong, really strong. You'll choke on it. That's how strong it is. Um, so how do you do that? What do you do? Well, you do what we did. What he did was he took all of the polyphenols from the olive tree, from the whole fruit, from the seed, and from the leaf, and he fortified gel caps of the first press olive oil. Fortified it. So now you're just not getting a strong, very strong first press of olive oil. It's fortified. So it may be 10, 15 times stronger than the strongest out there. And so the results are incredible. The results are unbelievable. So this is what our product looks like. It's called Prima. This is our first product that we introduced. And Prima stands for first. And so it's four capsules and a little packet. And there's two of the EVOO, which is extra virgin olive oil. This is high phenolic, meaning it has a lot of these phytochemicals. High in oleocanthal and other polyphenols infused with rosemary. And then the olivectin capsule is a proprietary blend of olive leaf extract and the whole fruit extract, including the seed. They press the whole thing. And then the Rosa is a proprietary blend of grapeseed extract and lycopene. Lycopene is the outside skin of the tomato. And just recently, we released our topical ointment. It is made from high phenolic extra virgin olive oil, olivectin, mangosteen, pericarp, and squalane. And the stories, you're going to hear a story tomorrow on the corporate call on the flex that will shock you. Okay, it's not what you think. It has nothing to do with the ability for it to help with discomfort. It's something else. And so make sure you stay tuned for tomorrow. It's 2 o'clock Mountain Time tomorrow. Make sure you stay tuned for that. We make no claims about our products. You consume them daily, and you'll be absolutely amazed. They actually work. So, any place you have any discomfort, your elbow, your arms, your shoulder, wherever, there's 50 pumps in this. You put one pump in your hand, you warm it up, and then you rub it in wherever you have that discomfort, and you'll be surprised. It really works. It's pretty amazing. Now, in a few months, we're going to release our third product and actually our fourth product, and that is our Viso Lux. It's our anti-aging serum. It's made with extra virgin olive oil from Italy, olivectin, and mangosteen pericarp seed oils. So our formulator, Ashley Brown, slipped and had said something about fine lines. Now, I'm not going to make any claims. So uh, just try it. You'll be shocked. This is going to be huge, especially after tomorrow's Zoom. People are going to be wanting to get in line for the skincare. I'm just saying. Um, yeah, and it's just they're going to share somebody's testimonial with the flex. Okay, so don't get confused. We're not having a testimonial with the Visolux, but with the flex.
La fine, grazie per essere venuti e buona giornata.
So thank you for being here. I appreciate you guys.